Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Generation Next. It's been a huge week. Sony had another press conference finally revealing the price and launch date of the PlayStation 5. Now, I think that Sony was kind of on the back foot a little bit. Xbox had one hell of a week, so we're going to run through the event and kind of chalk up how well Sony has done. Joining me to help me out is PlayStation Digital Edition, Timur Hussein.
Absolutely quivering with excitement.
I hated that. I hated that. And PlayStation 5 Disc Edition, Jordan Ramey. Was stretching this joke thin.
Did you get digital to TAM for?
Well, because TAM is the most on. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Generation Next. It's been a huge week. Sony had another press conference finally revealing the price and launch date of the PlayStation 5. Now, honestly, going into this event, I did think that Sony was kind of on the back foot a little bit. Xbox had one hell of a week. So we're going to run through the event and kind of chalk up how well Sony has done. Joining me to help me out is PlayStation Digital Edition, Timur Hussein.
Absolutely quivering with excitement.
I hated that. I hated that. And PlayStation 5 Disc Edition, Jordan Ramey was stretching this joke thin.
Did you get digital to TAM for?
Well, because Tam is the most online of all of us. He's very online.
I don't know what that means, but I'll take it.
Well, it means you go viral on Twitter all the time, so I'm assuming that's just what it means.
Okay, I like it.
Hi, Jordan. All right, let's run through the event and kind of answer the question: has Sony done enough? Intro. Let's start with price then. Obviously, Microsoft coming out with very, very competitive pricing for the Series S and the Series X. Sony's response today, so the digital edition of the PlayStation 5 is going to be $400, and then the version with the disc tray is in at $500. Honestly, I think the pricing, especially on the digital version, is very, very good. Disc version, though, I don't know if I'm ready to pay an extra $100. I don't really know what I'm getting out of that. It's not immediately as clear to me.
It's. I think it was probably a little higher before Microsoft dropped their bombshell. It was probably, if I had to guess, maybe like $450, more, maybe even like $480 or something like that, and then. Serious conversations were had in the Sony camp, and then they came to dropping it down $100. I think we talked about this during our pre and post show, but I think ultimately they are probably taking a bit of a loss, but what they're gaining is one, a cheap console that continues momentum for them, and two, they hook people into an ecosystem that keeps them there. And like I said on that post stream, two game purchases, that's all it takes. One game purchase, given the price of Demon's Souls, that's $70.
$70.
Yikes.
Yes, the rumored $70 price tag for next-gen games is true, at least in some cases. Xbox, as of recording, we're not really sure. We know that some Ubisoft games are going to be the same price across both gens, but Sony saying things like Demon's Souls is going to be $70, which is, like, honestly, I was expecting it. We haven't had a sharp hike in game costs in a long time, so I was very much anticipating that we would be paying more per game. And we'll get into Sony's messaging around this event in a minute, because it's not really been very well delivered, I would say. But like, how is that going to work across, like, Horizon is going to be coming to both platforms. A lot of these games are going to be coming to both platforms. If, like, Jordan, I'll throw to you, like, if you're playing that game are you going to be playing it on PS4 and then just, like, I don't know, paying extra for PS5? It's a weird conversation.
I'm about to say, it's like you said, we're going to go into this a bit. There's a messaging problem here that Sony and PlayStation have, where we just don't have all the facts about how this is going to work. Like, I'm totally on board with games costing $70. Like you said, like, it's been a long time coming that we get a price increase on games, but we don't know if, like, Horizon, which releases on both PS4 and PS5, will the PS4 version still be 60? Will they both be 70? Will they both be 60? We don't know. And so it's just one of those things that I'm kind of looking at, like, it could fluctuate, it could change, who knows? And so it's hard to have an opinion on it, since Sony is kind of really quiet about all of this logistical information.
I think to Microsoft's credit, though, the reason we're still kind of umming and ahhing about pricing is because they've basically said that everything's going to drop on Game Pass. And so that's the reason that's not a question that's been... I mean, it's a question that's been asked, surely, but it's not a question that's kind of at the forefront of everyone's minds, whereas Sony has just kind of slipped out, oh yeah, these games will be $70.
Yeah, and the other thing is, like, smart delivery helps ease a lot of things and smooths over a lot of that stuff. Like, a lot of people will be thinking about, if I buy this game here, what happens with it? And the easy answer is look if it's got a smart delivery. If it does, you're probably fine. You're going to get it on the next gen console. Right now, it's unclear. One, like, the price differential between PS4, PS5, and two, it's not clear whether you buy one,
and just
do
give
you
it
get
a couple
on
of seconds.